morning, 3JS. How are you today? Today is Friday, April 24th, 2020. Let's talk about what's in store for Friday. I already made a schedule for you and I want to talk to you about the different parts of our day. So to begin with, we have 30 minutes of independent reading. And remember, today's the day, the deadline that you should post your book review on Flipgrid. And I'd like you to check out at least 6 of your classmates' book reviews and click on the heart to show them that you like them. This way, we're going to learn about lots of new books. Now, if you want to click on more than 6, I'm not stopping you. Go ahead. Your classmates really went above and beyond sharing about amazing books to read. In fact, you've really inspired me, and I might order some of these books for my 3rd grade class next year. In Poets Workshop today, I'm going to give a check because I spoke to you about independent reading. In Poets Workshop today, we have 2 new centers. So on Fridays, we're doing poetry centers, and you get to choose one center, one activity to do today in the area of poetry. And then I put in here, hey, you know what? After sitting and reading for a little bit of time, it's time to get up and move, and I put gym earlier in the schedule. Remember, your schedule has to work for you. So you have to choose things in a sequence that supports who you are. And if you need to move, then let's put movement into your schedule. And here I put in a break time. Now, it's a good time to have a snack. It's a good time to get onto Flipgrid. It's a good time to play a game. But what I want you to do is get away from the screen. And you all know it. We are spending so much time looking at our tablets and our computers and our televisions. What we need to do for our breaks is to give our eyes a break, our minds a break, is go outside. Change your environment. I went for a nice long walk with Joanna today, my daughter, and the dog, and I felt so refreshed. I just needed fresh air. I needed to look outside to feel the wind against my skin, and I felt refreshed. And I think that as we are learning at home, we're spending a lot of time in front of our computers. It tends to exhaust you if you spend too much time behind the screen. And we don't want you to get too tired sitting behind that screen. So it's important to get up and move. So definitely you want to do your flexibility with gym. You want to get outside for a break time, get away from the screen. On Thursday, we had the very first 3JS Poetry Circle. And it was fantastic. We shared poems. We noticed the mood of the poems. We noticed when our poets in our class were using poetic devices. And tomorrow I'm really looking forward to hearing more poetry from you and getting a sense of what you're doing, what the tricks you're doing, and what tools you have as a poet. So please show up for your poetry circles tomorrow. And for word work today, it's kind of a day off. You're going to visit a site and play a spelling game. The same thing for inquiry. There's all sorts of a list of ideas for you to celebrate your learning this week in your inquiry science and writing. And so you can choose a celebration activity in the menu. And here I said, take a break. So what does that mean? Take a break from the screen. You've had enough with your screen today. So walk away from your screen, put that puzzle together, play that game, get outside, get some fresh air, maybe even write a letter to a friend. After your break, come back and do your Math Zern work. And then for mindfulness today, they're talking about the power of laughter, how that lifts you up. Think about the mood meter, right? No matter what zone you are in the mood meter, if you hear a joke and you laugh, it lifts up your spirits right up to that yellow zone. So as you look for jokes for next week's joke challenge, you can also do the mindfulness activity with making someone laugh. So test out your jokes on your families. And lastly, I put reward. So what is your reward? How do you reward yourself? What do you do when you feel like I did a job well done? What do I deserve? Think about it. make a plan. Maybe that's baking with a parent, or maybe that's building something with your brother or sister. Do something that you feel rewarded by. Okay, so to end today, I found this little inspirational poem for students online, and I thought, as you are learning at home, I know there's lots of different frustrations that you might experience. You might click on a link and it doesn't take you there. You might not be able to use your computer because you're sharing it with your sibling. There's all sorts of challenges at home that you didn't have in school. Not to say there weren't challenges in school. There are always challenges wherever you are. But I want you to know that it's okay to sometimes feel lost. It's okay to not always understand or get a perfect score. That's not what life's about. What life is really about is overcoming those challenges, is learning from our mistakes. So here's a short little poem that I'm going to leave you with on your Friday. It's okay to feel lost. That's life with ups and downs. It's okay to feel sad. Sometimes smiles give way to frowns. It's okay to fail. Not every day is meant to be won. As long as you persevere, you'll be second to none. What does persevere mean? Think about it. It's overcoming your challenges, sticking with something, even though there's a challenge there. So today is Friday. I wish you a fantastic day and an even better, more exciting, happy, love-filled, joy-filled weekend. And I look forward to seeing you all at the Poetry Circles later today. Bye, guys.